See you there?
Yeah, can you hear?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you check my stream? Is this working? Okay. Okay, let's do this one first. It's gonna be Hale versus Newbie. You there, see you?
Yeah, this is I'm just looking at like newbie box, and it's kind of different from what he usually play.
Looks. What
Because
does he? What
I
does he
know I
usually
knew
play?
that he was playing some AOE rush box
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's still aggressive, but it's kind of weird because he has Aurora, which is kind of slow compared
I
to.
think I think he was encountering a lot of people who play tank push. So Oboro is a pretty good counter to that.
Yeah, and also I feel like he's trying to counter the AoE with Juggler and Kayura in his box. So I
Yeah,
guess he's playing a little more balanced, which is very not like Newbie. Because Newbie's usually like aggressive, single target, one way, all in player.
maybe this is like the box he was preparing for Hay.
Oh, but Hale doesn't really have AoE though, right? So if he knew what Hale's box is, I don't think he would have put in Juggler or Kyra's okay because she can still snipe things, especially against like a tank push. But Juggler's kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
Mm, I don't. Yeah, I don't think Zerda can kill Juggler though. Juggler is pretty tanky against. Actually, Juggler is
it's
gonna
a
lose water, 100%.
yeah, it's a cavalry juggler though.
But I think I saw a game where Juggler was using new troops, and then Zerda was having a hard time killing it. So maybe he's doing that. At the same time, it's a cap juggler looking at it, so there's no way it survives anything. Um, Hail, as usual, is a very turtle style box, right? Landius, Hilda, there's what's her name? Uh,
Um, Elma?
no, there's Elma. Wait, there is no.
He doesn't have Lightbringer
Yeah, he
and
does not like Brenner. No, the SP tank.
Oh, Freya.
Okay, Freya, that's right. And then he has S11.
Freya is actually pretty good for his box since she can buff Lost Ham and Oboro. Also,
There's
she is
Die Hard
pretty,
as well.
yeah, pretty strong against Zerida too.
Hmm. So four tank buffs, and how many healers is that? One, two, three, four. Four healers. Uh, yeah, pretty typical when it comes down to Hale, it looks like. It's unfortunate that he doesn't have Lightbringer though, because I mean, as a turtle player, it's a tank that you really want, for sure. It's the best tank. But let's see. So Rosen banned first, makes sense. Zerida banned first, because it's one of the best tank busters right now. And feels like Newbie's gonna focus on banning out tanks and healers. So he'll most likely, if I were him, I would ban out Sophia and probably Elma here. Sissy's not really a great tank. I mean, a great healer, and also, especially against like if you're trying to sustain using multiple tanks. That's
Yeah.
what I would do
Um,
for sure. Because especially Sophia, super annoying when you're trying to tank bust. But he's gonna go for one tank ban and one TPS ban. So
that's a that's probably a mistake, right? Because he has still has like three tanks left. Even if you ban like one tank, this ban doesn't really do much.
yeah, so this ban can kind of set up for like the next ban turn, I suppose, because let's think. One, two, three. So what you could do is next ban turn you could ban one healer and one tank. And he's gonna end up with either one healer or one tank. But he needs to sacrifice one if he doesn't pick up a healer or tank this turn. So it's okay. It's kind of like a setup. But the DPS ban on the what's this guy's name called? Wetham.
Wet hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind
I
of
think
bad considering he's a turtle player. You kind of want your opponent to jump in.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Hay was building his West Ham like super bulky.
mhm.
I think full moon or something like that, bracer style. So or even boot, but it was like really bulky, and you can't really assassinate West Ham under the tank. So I think newbie was probably afraid of that, so he doesn't want like an unkillable West Ham who just can just like kill his entire team one by one.
Yeah, that could be an argument. But I think he was trying to limit the range of hail. Uh, I think that's what his mindset was because the Z2 and Venom combo is pretty strong. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's
there are two things though. Hell's not gonna bring Boots Wet Hand first, and also he's not gonna be the one diving in using a box like this. So someone like Wet Hand is actually good to leave because he's not gonna be the one jumping in. If he does jump in, you just get a free trade.
Yeah, I think banning I think I would probably ban Alma and definitely Alma because she her immune is pretty annoying when she put it on a tank, and newbie box is gonna rely a lot on actually trying to debuff and take out the tanks. Um, if I had to ban a DPS here, I'd probably ban something like Lost Ham or McLean instead of Wet Ham.
Yeah, personally, I would ban something like so Lost Ham definitely a threat because he can go back to your tank. Oboro
Yeah,
is also pretty hard to kill, and
it's also a really good map for him.
yeah, McLean is also very good. Annie is just easy trade, I think. Um, she'll probably kill you too if you use an assassin, but not the hugest threat compared to McLean, Oboro, and then Lost Ham. Okay. So Boro first pick. Like you said, I think he's using him for 10 plus. Okay. So interesting.
Polia ban makes sense. Gintoki, I think, is probably just because Gintoki is strong. I'd probably ban Polian and I don't know.
Well, I think the
And
opposite though. Jin makes sense because he doesn't get tank busted. That's his main focus. And if you're playing turtle, one the first thing you're gonna think about is getting your tank busted,
yeah, yeah.
which is why he's banning Z2 and Jin. But what about Polio though? Does she really do anything when you have multiple healers?
Polio is really good against tank push when you don't have the Rosen because she can actually AoE combo the team when built well. Like just two AoE can kill. But as a P2, I don't think Polio is that threatening because like you can still heal up at the start of the next turn, so her AoE combo will be disjointed.
Mhm.
Also, like he still have Elma up, so I would probably ban. I don't know. Maybe I want something like Werner instead of Polio.
Mm. Yeah, let's see. So if he does what I okay, so this is what you can. So remember the Hilda ban. What you can do here is there are three tanks left. There's three healers left. So what you can do is ban one tank and one healer. You only
Yeah,
end
so
up
they
with
got like 2-2, then you have to
uh-huh.
pick, right?
So it's either gonna be Hale's most likely gonna pick a tank, but he's not gonna have any healers, right? So that could be a good ban there, but instead he went for these two bans.
Yeah. So the thing about like if you play Hellbog, like you could kind of consider McLean and Sissy as tanks. So he probably doesn't feel like too pressed in banning out like Hale can just pick up a healer and then pick like later like pick Sissy or pick McLean and they can still do the same effect. Like I heard like Hale has been playing a little bit more aggressive even when he play this kind of box.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he picks now. So juggler and one hand ban. Juggler ban's interesting. That juggler's that gets killed by anything, really.
Probably afraid of like tank disable, but I don't think it's really that threatening. I wouldn't ban juggler there. Like
Yeah, I mean, Wenham kind of makes sense because it could be. It
yeah,
could
Wenham
what?
is good combo with Die Hard. So
Yeah, Wenham's good, but I'm not sure about juggler there for sure. Yeah, he's going for DPS, so he doesn't really
yeah,
care about picking up a tank here.
yeah,
Interesting.
he's in his from his perspective. He still got like three tank, three healers left, so he doesn't
No,
really
no,
care.
no. He has two tanks left.
No, I think from Hale perspective, he thinks CC is a tank.
Oh, okay, okay. Also, the fact that Newbie picked the over in the beginning, I think that kind of opens up Hill to be a little more aggressive. Okay, he's still going for tanks, which is fine. Yeah, Newbie's side is really slow compared to Hale. It's kind of
Yeah,
funny because Newbie's supposed to be a little more aggressive. Okay, banning out any kind of range here. There's a teleport and there's the movement buff. But that movement buff doesn't really buff anybody, right?
it buffs Epsilon, I think.
Yeah, Epsilon, but
That's
Epsilon
the only.
that doesn't really do
Also,
anything.
like if you look at the remaining
Yeah,
heroes from
they're
newbie,
all
like
good with yeah,
all were good with IBC, so it kind of makes
they're all
sense.
good. Yeah, that's fair. This map's pretty good for Lost Time though. Not sure about Aurora. Okay.
Okay, so now he just picked like Sophia and like his entire team got buff, and
Okay.
the full Meteor team with Epsilon.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I expected out of Hale, like this kind of team. But you already see the problem with the 4 healer 4 tank box because you kind of end up
Yeah,
with
you
the.
down the yes.
I mean, Sophia's okay, but kind of a dead pick, right? But I mean, it's good to protect your Oboro though, because you're gonna give extra defense, I suppose. And the fact that he didn't pick up any magic damage, it's gonna be hard to kill that Oboro off.
物に霊速は宿り竜が万国を支配する僕は簡単には屈しない
Okay.
I would probably speed buffing Lost Ham instead of D Heart there.
Here?
No, with the Epsilon, yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably speed up like Lost Ham.
Yeah, I mean, you
Oh,
do
no.
get closer.
Can you reach?
No. He can't
Okay.
if you get speed buff, you can't reach with the lost time, yeah. You can go here. 1, 2, 3. But if you move Die Hard, then you don't really get anybody. Still good threat range though. It's bigger than Die Hard. It's probably gonna be defensive stance. Maybe not. Can you check? Maybe some. Because you could trick your opponent.
I think spectator can we can tell like what kind of stand he used.
Okay, so he's gonna try to go for a burrow. That should be a kill, right? The defense doesn't look
It's
that high.
one
Yeah.
stand.
Yeah.
Also, like I doubt like newbie actually cast his Oboro. It's look really low HP.
Yeah, that's definitely why you want to move Lost Time last. Definitely give the movement buff. You have more threat range. If this kills, it's really bad because you're gonna stun one of the units too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a double value.
Yeah, it's 100%.
I think it's double carbon magic Oboro because even with one stack, the damage is pretty high.
So he's putting it there to kind of block her at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think it that much because like once Wetham, one Diehard got the kill, like your entire team is just open to Zerida. So
Yeah, the first turn positioning from newbie was kind of bad. Definitely needed to use Lost Time last. Also get the movement buff. And then you could have protected your lineup. So it was a ballsy move there too.
yeah, it's just a bluff.
Yeah, the attack stance.
I think
That's super ballsy, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of over already because even if like you spend so much resource now to just kill Zerida, and then Oboro and Sophia could just Oboro could just come in.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do anything at this point. In the next game. Okay, getting a little more aggressive here. Rosa, understandable. Yeah, a little more range, I guess. She needs a turn though. Okay, instead of so this time he's kind of preparing for like a tank push out
Full
of Hail,
tilt.
so he's gonna pick up Verna first, looks like, and then he's gonna try to ban out the DPS this time instead of tanks and healers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind these bans.
So since like the first two pick from newbies are basically assassin, like Hill doesn't really need to pick tanks anytime soon. He can just ban out the strong single target DPS and get his own DPS.
Yeah, he's pretty much banning out units that he cannot kill with assassins. What gonna be tanky, so
Yeah, I'll pick Red Arm here, like just so he doesn't get zoned.
so he's gonna ban out the tank buster and the other assassin. He's gonna pick up Whatam for the tankiness because you can't really tank with Diehard or Lost Time can tank, I think, maybe. It's gonna die to Werner though. And she can counter kill, but she's gonna die most likely.
I think Yanni is. Oh yeah, he definitely need to ban Yanni there because she can just stay back and it's pretty effective against assassin because like you can't really reach her, but she can reach you.
Mhm. Interesting pick here. So I assume he's gonna use it to disable guard.
Yeah. Also like by this point, like Hell will probably treat Ledin as an DPS instead of a tank. So
Yeah, that makes sense. So he's gonna ban out the two other stronger tank clusters, magic ones anyway.
yeah. Also like remove the range from the range option from TGS.
Interesting. So he banned out Sissy? Why would you ban out Sissy?
I don't see why you need to ban Sissy. I'll probably, if I had to ban a healer, I'd probably ban Sophia because she at least can get the cooldown back for West Ham, and he'll be like super annoying with like two swords on the field or just use his single target skill often. Like I probably, if I had to ban there, I'd probably ban like Lost Ham and Ledin.
So what I see is he doesn't want to give Act again. Hale already has a healer, so he could just pick up a side healer, I suppose. And he didn't want to give out Act again. And last time ban is pretty obvious. That's like the only explanation. So three assassins here. And then Sophia's gonna make it even harder to kill.
Like these three assassins, like they actually none of them actually like reliable kill West Ham. They all need like a lot of condition.
Yeah, I mean, first there's a Hilda that's gonna be you gotta meet that condition. You gotta hit first if you're on a crit.
Yeah. Also like Hell would get like Miracle from Rosen and the anti crit from Hilda, and also the 30% defense buff. Like if he just used the 15% damage reduction passive on West Ham, like his West Ham is almost unkillable.
Okay, so they actually did best of 3, looks like, though. And
Yeah.
Newbie decided to give Hale second player, which is kind of weird because, I mean, I think
As a total,
if you're total, I think you want P2, and
yeah.
if you actually want to go assassins, it's better to be a P2, so that if you're gonna assassinate something, you can hit twice and try to kill something. Because obviously, it's gonna be hard to kill something in one hit, something like this unit here. So he could have played as P2 here, maybe make things a little better. Yeah. It's gonna be even worse now too, because Landy is with the The damage
range
reduction.
reduction.
Yes.
These are not gonna do anything again. This lineup of Hell line. I still think from newbie perspective, like he should just ban Rosen because it's opened a lot more of his tank busting or even like tank disable option instead of like going for Zarya 2. Because for Hillbox, like he doesn't have a lot of people who can initiate. Like if you just remove those, then Zarya 2 is not gonna be super threatening.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll agree. I think he should ban out Rosen first, regardless, because it just disables a lot of things on his side as well. If you don't,
エギル家の名誉のために
I assume it's just passive here.
これはあまり使いたくないですよね。
新世界の塵だ
Ooh, thorns. I'm surprised that didn't kill, but it's a bracer, right? But that
I
attack is
think it's
pretty high though.
yeah.
How did it not kill? Because your werewolf disables this werewolf, so it doesn't get extra defense.
No, I think like the werewolf got the demon troops when they got debuffed, they get like damage reduction, defense up. I think the tech
Hmm.
is not
Also
really a
lost
bulky chunk.
water, and it's not. Oh, it is bracer though, so there's lost water.
No, it's cavalry,
Oh, it's
so it's
cavalry. That's right. Yeah, I have no idea why it didn't kill them. So strange.
yeah. I thought that one might kill, but is like 17 per 1,000, 17,000 HP werewolf, so they probably can tank pretty well.
I wonder if he's gonna go for a kill here with Erna. Try.
Can
Yeah, he
can he
does.
kill them?
Well, if there was no kill, then maybe. Yeah, very close. So if he didn't give Landius, it's a kill.
Yeah. So the thing is,
Also,
I think Hill kind of misplayed with his sword there because you want to put the I think you want to put the sword like closer to the enemy team. Yeah, so you get the damage reduction.
Very close though.
Yeah, that's kind of risky.
Mhm.
If Hill was on like a more offensive troops, that probably could kill the weapon because the lancer is not really that high damage.
Wow.
This is another misplay from newbie that if you he doesn't even get the passive
Yeah, he
for
doesn't.
long time.
Yeah, he
He could just
doesn't.
like grab no to the other tree on the top. Also, this troop doesn't really do anything. It just lancer. So, but when you're fighting against someone like you have like zero sustain, I probably would still bring the other troops.
ごめんなさいね。
Okay.
this doesn't do anything because the juggler is too low HP. So yeah, so Hell does bring the passive, like with that passive and Miracle and Landis Aura, like there's zero chance the Epsilon can even dance him
Mhm.
or lost him.
Oh,
Oh, he go
I
with.
that does kill though. That's good. It's a good kill.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah,
start.
that's pretty good.
Mhm.
I think Sophia already like finished her duties. Like she already got the rewind. So like next turn, like Wenham could just kill another.
Well, he's not gonna have the defense buff though. It's gonna be easier to kill. But it's too bad he lost the double strength.
ってこい。俺らの投資。死は敗
I think this game is a bit closer than last game. Hell kind of misplayed with the Wetham, so Newbie could have. I think Newbie could have killed the Wetham there if he brought another troops on Werner. Yeah, it's not gonna kill. No waste kill.
Yeah, it doesn't kill, but okay with that.
Oh.
Um,
できる家の名誉のために。
I do wonder if he brought the infantry soldier, he would have killed the first time.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like
Yeah, the
so
soldier choices were kind of bad.
he probably thought that he knew that Hell used like double cavalry tanks, so he thought that after he killed Wetham, then he has to fight those.
Yeah, I don't think that matters too much anyway. Once you kill off Waham, you can kind of like
Yeah,
stay back and just kill them one by one. Oh, okay. So I mean, newbie's idea is kind of there, but it just needs more commitment if you want to play against someone like Hale. So if you are going for like an assassin route, even tank bus route, I think against a turtle, it's good to think about like getting some kind of damage buff from different sources, and then you can kind of implement that into your box, and it's gonna help picking off units and even
Also,
tanks.
I think it's good to see like Hale kind of switch up a little bit and actually go for the aggressive on
Mhm.
the first game though. Like it does for turtle players to actually know how to go on the offensive. It will make them a lot harder to break down
Yeah,
because
I did like his play in the game one. That was kind of unexpected. I did like that he was flexible enough to pick up DPS and just not go for tank. Um, let's do one more. I think, yeah. Since I see the name there, let's just go for this one. I think he put up a game here.
Oh, it's got
A lot of
the
games
lock I
actually.
got, I think.
Yeah, so Pop Mage versus Lord. Um, let's see.
Uh,
So what do you think
Gun
about
in the Shell and Tiaris are pretty strange.
what is strange? Tears and
Gun in the Cell, the Lucretia 2, the
this one.
pink gun, yeah.
Okay, Girl in the Show.
Yeah. So
Yeah, not
you
a
you
very.
usually play her like if you want to make her work, you have to play her in like a very passive defensive box because she takes like 2 turns to get online.
Yeah. Otherwise, you wanna get at least an act again, which he doesn't have. So it is kind of a out of place unit in this box for sure. Because I think she works best in the turtle box for sure. So um, Tears I don't mind.
Yeah, two is okay because there's a decent amount of single target
Hmm.
units.
Yeah, it's gonna help him to snipe and also tank bust. So I don't really mind that. Okay, look at the lowest box. What do you think?
Is 2 tanks and 2 tanks, 2 heal. If you count like Kayura and Mariendo, then he has it's 3 heal and
Look,
2
yeah,
off heal. Yeah.
yeah,
So he's gonna first pick either Chris or Lightbringer,
yeah. Look,
probably.
he could if he wants to. I mean, which he's most likely to play tank push. So I guess his first pick's always gonna be a tank. Looks like. I mean, like you
But
said, if
this,
you count these two, it's 5 healer box.
I wouldn't use Chris in this box though. I'd probably use Landius, simply because like his box has a lot of yellows. His has like at least
There's
7 of them, 7 yellows people that Landius will buff. So
yeah,
Oboro, like Poliao, McLean, IBC, Gin, Mariano. Like the Chris actually doesn't really buff a lot of people here, and I don't think Chris is that bulky. Like if you want a bulkier tank, I think you go like Hilda, because Hilda has the anti push, so she prevent a lot of gimmicks. While Landis give you a better faction buff here, so the Chris I think is kind of strange.
yeah. I do think Hilda's not bulkier. I think Hilda is pretty squishy, but Hilda does bring a lot of utility. There's no act again tiles. There's no crit, and then you can't move her units, which is huge, and then cannot be guard disabled, which is also nice. And land use is pretty much the same tier. Yeah, like you said, I think it's much better tank
Yeah.
tier instead
Also
of
like I
Chris.
wouldn't drop like Lucretia out of a tank push box. Like I think she's still better than at least like Kayura
Mhm.
or IBC here. Since you're not gonna actually go on offensive, like the IBC actually doesn't help you much. Like she's only good if you got her in combination with like a Kayura or a Lost Ham in this box. So
Yeah, I do agree. Lucretia is really good. I don't think it's time to kick her out yet, especially when you're playing tank push. It's one of the better units where you can attack and then come back safely, right, to your tank. And you also have 2 lives, so pretty valuable when it comes to tank push. And sorry that. I mean, his strat kind of makes it easier for Ben picks though, because his first pick's always gonna be a tank, and you
yeah,
can kind of take advantage of that, right? So you can get 3 of any band that you really want to get if you're not going for like a light bringer band.
McLean is okay if you fighting like a more aggressive box. I don't think on water map he's really good, but I don't think it's like first pick material when you want to break a total box. I would
Yeah,
just go for Gin. Just go for Gin there.
I mean McLean's okay against Turtle Box. He's a really good assassin, and also they're gonna get stuck, especially because they're not very mobile and they're sticking together as a group. If you're going turtle, they're gonna be stuck like right next to the fog behind, and then you're gonna have a full map control. So it's not bad.
Um,
It's not bad. But interesting enough, he's going for McLean.
yeah, because if you think like if I play turtle box, I usually treat like McLean as a tank. Since he basically like destroy your combo, and you don't really need like a dedicated tank if like you positioning like well enough with your DPS. Also, like I think he probably just want to prevent like getting locked in Fox by the opponent McLean, so he pick it as a counter.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But and then also I think people have this um,
Misconception.
not misconception, but I guess some people. I mean, I guess you kind of feel like you have to pick McLean on water map.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I see what you mean.
but this box is really designed to pick up a tank here. So I mean, if he bans out the tanks here,
Yeah. He
I
even give you the the Lightbringer. Like I would definitely go for Lightbringer first pick there.
yeah, if Papa bans out the two tanks here, I think he's at an advantage because of his range and all of his single target
Mhm.
units. Whereas
Yeah.
Lord doesn't really have any. Is there any range here?
You can
There's
just like
Kagura that
ban the
said,
two,
yeah,
yeah. You just ban the two tank and you can pick like either Wetham or like
even Elwin's good.
even yeah Elwyn or Gin, or even the Archon of the Moon like
Yeah,
Virash
Archon's
is really
good.
good.
hmm All the units are good because I mean, also just because Lord doesn't have range, you could even pick up Lucretia too, and just stay
Yeah,
that and get the
yeah.
range.
You
And
pick
then
the Lucretia here, and it's kind of put a timer on lock team, because if you don't like if you give her like 2 turns, she become like a really good secret target mage when you have no tank.
yeah, so if you do this and not ban out the tanks,
Hmm. So he was more concerned about erasing the ties, like
mhm,
protecting McLean time. So that's why he picked up Polion to erase Rod Tile. But Polio pick when we still have this many healers and off healer, and it's not gonna do much.
mhm. Yeah, so the direction he's going for is kind of weird because he's kind of going for AoEs here when you're up against 5 healers, when he could just, let's say, ban out the 2 tanks and pick up a really long range single target unit, which he has a
Yeah.
lot of, right? He could pick one of these three, whatever's probably the best, and then he will
Also,
have a full
like
map control here.
this kind of band pick, like you just open up for Lord to get like he can pick a tank and he pick a healer, and he got like tank healer and McLean is like a dream team for Turtle.
So if he picks up Lightbringer here, which he most likely will, there's not much answer for Papa Mage anymore. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's going to pick up LB here.
So even if he banned like Rosen and Elma right now, he can just pick like Lugner and or Kayura or Mariandel. Like they all really good healer against AOE. So yeah, so you basically at the mercy of like getting a good stun from Polio.
Mhm.
I would say like the best pick for Papa after this round ban pick would be Virash, because he can actually assassinate people, and he's really good on this map.
Rosen's okay, but
I don't really like the IBC, but
yeah, the
I think
IBC doesn't really make too much sense.
I think he's too concerned about the Lord McLean.
Mhm.
He kind of got bait into like just put like really high priority on McLean for this water map.
Yeah, I think so. So I used to bring this up back in the day, and this is like a perfect example for Papa Mage's ban picks here. So you tend to build this habit where you ban out the units that you value personally. So if you look at the ban picks here, you're gonna pick up Holy,
Yeah,
which he values a lot. He's gonna ban her right away, and he
yeah.
values
I see what
IBC,
you
so
mean.
he's gonna ban out and then pick. So you can't really fall into that trap. You want
Because
to
yeah,
ban,
your opponent's gonna value like different units a lot
yeah,
different than
yeah.
you.
So yeah, you have to think about what your opponent values instead of what you value when you do ban picks, which sometimes you know your opponent and their tendencies, so it makes it easier. Otherwise, you gotta analyze their box a little bit and then see um, what you think they would pick instead of what you value as a ban pick.
Mhm.
Okay, what now? Okay, so he's limiting heals at least, right? There's still
Those
Alma
heal
though.
ban, I don't think those heals ban gonna do much. Like Luna is really good healer. Like his single target heal and even AoE heals are both really good. Also, like he kind of like ruin tank bursting because he give you a debuff on like attack and intelligence. So your DPS is gonna be a lot weaker when they initiate on the opponent tanks. Like at this point, like Locke can just pick like either Gin or Oboro, and his team is perfect. Like there's nothing, there's not gonna be anything that break that this team, the four core.
Isn't Archon still good here?
Yeah, Icon is
I
still good.
mean, does she prevent any movement for your team?
No. Only Lightbringer herself cannot be pulled, but he
Okay.
can pull anyone else.
Yeah, I think Archon's still good. I'm not sure
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the.
Archon is better because like he also get the movement speed boost from IBC.
Yeah, I think Archon would have been good here because I mean, just because of the team that you gave, you kind of want assassins here, right? You have one that's kind of reliable, and with Archon you can control the map a little bit more. So
Mhm. So
instead
Lord
of
doesn't really respect the Archons, kinda. Because Archon with like IBC buff, he can kill Gin if Gin is not transformed pretty easily.
yeah, but he does have a choice of picking up Rosen and just disregard his debuffs completely. Let's see what he picks though. So he bans out the other healer in a whirl. He does go for the Rosen.
I
Yeah,
don't think Rosen pick is gonna do much for him. Like I don't like the. I mean, like he should probably pick up like Archon from the fourth pick, like instead of the Lucretia 2, and Rosen last pick would be okay.
yeah, Rosen last pick would be okay if he had a better lineup. It's just that his lineup is really mixed. It doesn't really have a single
Mhm.
purpose.
It
And
doesn't have any good win con.
yeah, there's no real win con to really break this open. So
これは必要な懲戒だ。食らえ
Also, that was a mistake. You don't really want to give like gain like 4 stack immediately. Just gonna make him like impossible to
こ
assassinate.
れは必要なプロセス。新たな世界を創造するために。
yeah, maybe. I think Gin still dies, so I don't think it
No, he
really
already
matters.
transformed. I think that's a 18. That's a probably blood pack gain.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, high HP, low defense.
死が君の罪を許すだろう。これは必要な懲戒だ。
Yeah, I think Papa was mainly talking about how to what moves he could have done better. I think most of it really comes from his benefits.
Yeah,
And I think we
if he
went
has a
over
better
most
team,
of it.
if he has a better team, then the game would be a lot more winnable here. Right, right now you kind of like at the mercy of like Lord has to like misplay a lot to break this team.
Yeah, because I mean, his box was mainly single target focus, so he can take advantage of that. And in order to do that, you have to ban out the tanks, right? If you ban out the tanks, you can outrange Lord. And you can pick things off one by one. So that was his biggest mistake.
前艦進軍闇を砕く盾よ真実の輝きを水星に帝国の敵を倒すのです。
これは必要な懲戒だ。死が君の罪を許すだろう。
これは必要なプロセス。新たな世界を創造するため。突撃
Is he trying
Or
to
he's gonna-
snipe?
yeah, I think he's gonna go for it, but there's that damage. He's
Yeah,
gonna lose
you
a lot of
don't
soldiers. That's not gonna kill.
not
And
do
you also
anything.
get
There's
the damage reduction.
the aura.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to use the AoE to transform again turn one with McLean. Like there's a lot of water type here you can use anywhere and you still achieve the same effect.
突撃
I think it's close though. Let's see.
If it's not transformed, probably kill.
Or not even close. Yeah,
Yeah.
barely kill the soldiers.
Because he doesn't even get. I think he doesn't get the IBC buff too. I think he forgot to apply it.
これは必要な懲戒だ。
If Gin wasn't transformed and there's a IBC social buff, like might be able to kill. It's hard though.
Yeah, once McLean dies, there's no really hope left for Papa here. There's no real way to go through the tanks at all.
Yeah, Viraj could actually kill Gin.
Yeah, I think
And-
Archon would have been an okay pick. I just don't want... I'm not sure why he did it.
突撃
It's just that, like, even if Archon doesn't kill Jin in one hit, you can at least pull him out of tank range and then try to go for like a second hit.
Yeah, and then you just you set up for the other people to go.
Mhm.
Also, like if he want to go for the Gin kill, there like you can probably soften up that team a bit and bait out the heal with Polio. Like right now, the Polio doesn't do
闇
anything.
を砕く盾よ真実の輝き
It's completely dead pick now.
Yeah, I think polio. Yeah, I wasn't too sure really about the polio. So one, because I mean he already has McLean to. Either McLean is gonna counter their water tiles anyway, so he doesn't really
Yeah.
need polio to cleanse. So yeah, it is.
前艦進軍
Yeah, so now he used the formation. Like it's a bit too late. Because McLean was the one that need the damage buff.
Yeah, for
Because,
sure. Mhm.
これは必要な
He could have at least tried. If he really wanted to get that kill, he could have at least brought Miracle, give the soldier boost, and then he might have had a shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have like two AoE person, like two AoE people. The gun in the shell and Polio are both like AoE unit. Like even McLean can do AoE. So like you could have used those to force out the Lutner action fox out the Lunar Hill, and then you soften up the team, and then you go in.
Yeah, for sure. There's only one healer, so you could damage and then try to go for the kill. So there's still different ways he could have made different plays to make it work.
Mhm.
奴らの陣形を崩せ。私完璧ですわ。
Okay, well, let's watch the second game. Yeah, Lord is saying he picked up McLean to cleanse the tiles.
I think Papa just really like girl in the shell. That's why he used her, but she doesn't really fit that well in this box. Like, I think he has enough ingredient to make a good tank push box with her. Like, if you really want to make her work.
Yeah, if he really wants to make her work, yeah, he could try to make a different box. So he goes for Lost Ham. It's not really a good Lost Ham map though. There's just two
Not
defensive terrains, and then two trees in the back, but those don't really matter too
Also,
much.
like, his team doesn't really it's not really afraid of Lost Ham. Like, from Locke's perspective, he doesn't really want to initiate with Lost Ham. Like, he would probably pick Lost Ham if he available DPS after he already secured the healer and the tanks. So it's kind of strange. Like, if you want to eliminate a good DPS under tank, like Gin or Zarida or like Oboro are better.
Okay, I mean, this band is like, it makes perfect sense. But yeah, the Lost Ham, I think they're definitely better bands, especially because this is designed to pick first pick tank box. So that's one thing he could have changed. And then I think Laura was saying he meant to pick Lightbringer here, but he picked
Yeah.
Elma by
I was
accident.
wrong, Elma.
So that gave Mage a chance for sure.
Yeah. Now you just
I hope he bans out two tanks next.
just ban two tank now.
But
I don't think why he banned both.
yeah, the Rosen doesn't really make too
It
much
doesn't
sense.
do anything because you already got Elma.
Yeah, there's already a healer, and then also if you ban out the tanks, it's okay
You
to
ban the
give
tank
four
healer
tanks on that team. Like, give as many healers they want. Like, if you ban out the tanks, Rosen doesn't matter. So definitely should have been up Chris if you're trying to ban out the tanks. And he still wants the tank bust, or
Yeah. So you got a ban. I think you ban Wetham and Gin now, and you pick Chris because you don't want another strong like single target DPS to go in with Elwin.
yeah, I think these two guys are. Well, Jin for sure. That I know he's gonna ban, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Who the
because
other one.
it's P2 Gin. You have to ban him.
Yeah, so it's gonna be those two. Yeah, if he just took advantage of that mispick, then if he just banned out the two tanks, I think he's in a good spot.
So from Papa perspective, like he should pick someone that force Chris. So Chris has to use Lancer Troop to counter Elwin, right? He can pick someone that's really good against Lancer Troop, like something like IBC or Lucretia. I think would be better. Like you just fought Chris into a bad soldier and you try to burst her.
Yeah, that's like a strategy that you could do for sure when you're trying to focus on the tank busting.
Because the Elma pick kind of like deter the AOE already. Like it's really hard to AOE combo through Elma.
I mean, depends. what kind of Sherry it is, but it's okay compared to all the other picks he has, I suppose. And especially if he gets something like Tiaris, Attack Blessing, and let's say it's like the Scepter
Um,
Sherry, and then he could snipe Jin easily.
Lost gonna ban probably ban Tiaris and IBC. Oh. So ban the 2 assassin.
Okay, I mean it's not bad, right? McLean's gonna be annoying. Also, um, her is also an assassin, so fix his own McLean. It's definitely gonna
I
help to
don't think
zone him.
I don't think he really need to ban the Kayura because Chris Aura actually countered Kayura countered her like a lot. Like also Papa is giving a lot of strong pick like Gin and Zerida Chu are still up like McLean tank healers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean Marion wasn't really a problem. Especially it's kind of weird, right? So he was gonna
Yeah,
go for 10
he's
plus tier, and then so he was trying to limit the healers, but then he picked up Sherry second. So the band picks are not very coherent, right?
yeah he gave a lot like all the people that Cherry cannot kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't really go wrong with banning Zarda, and he's banning Lugner. Is he gonna ban out the healers? Okay, so he's gonna ban out the 2 healers. And pretty much everything's strong against this. So Polio's gonna be good, Obor is good,
Gin's good.
yeah, Jin's good, so he has 3 strong picks here. But he does go for Kayura.
Kayura is okay if because there's a McLean to help her save from Sherry, but I would probably go for Polio or Gin or Oboro there, like one of the 3.
Yeah, I mean Kayura gives the most tempo here, so I guess his plan is to limit the movement of Papa Mage, and then he has a long range, so he can kind of snipe them. I think that's his process, my pick process.
It does. Also, I think it's fine because like it does make the IBC pick a lot stronger. Like after you pick Kayura, like
Mhm.
IBC become like really good. So either way, he will get like one of the 4 good pick remaining.
Yeah, I mean, also the fact that he picked it up just because there's an LB pick and he wanted an assassin, right? I think that's what he wanted with the McLean and Courier pick. And if he gets IBC pick here, it'll be really nice. Which he does get.
Yeah, you get the IBC.
Yeah, so pretty much a perfect picks. Yeah. She's
I think both
going
of
to be her single target's already weak. It's gonna be weaker against this Chris. So
there's no buff for her too. There's no buff.
yeah.
Oh, there's a Lucretia and an IBC left, so there's buff for her, but she's not gonna do much.
Yeah, oh, he decided to get the Shrine Maiden, actually. So he's going for a little more turtly version. Which is fine, though. I think you can still snipe Elwyn. You can still snipe... Yeah, you can still snipe the doll, and then I think she's pretty squishy. You can probably still snipe her. Or maybe the soldier's gonna be too tanky with the damage reduction. but pretty much a counter to Sherry here. Try Maiden. Wait. Yeah, so it's gonna be Mandarin, Try Maiden.
闇を砕く盾よ、真実の輝きを。炎の輝きよ、私の刃となれ。炎の輝きよ、私の刃となれ。これは必要なプロセス。新たな、これは必要なプロセス。新たな世界を創造するために。私、完璧ですわ。
突撃。
闇を砕く盾よ、真実の輝きよ。
I mean, positioning's pretty good though for Papa Mage. I think his band needs a little work, but I think his positioning here is good.
The AoE from McLean from Block was I think was not really that optimal, since it doesn't really prevent Elwin from going in, and like the other mage actually in range. I don't know why he has to pull back the cherry and the and the gun in the shell, because I don't think Kayura can kill cherry.
Yeah, the Sherry moving back is kind of strange. Girl in the shell, I don't mind because she needs turns anyway to get buff.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
I from Papa Mage perspective, like he this is turn 3, right? So the gun in the shell already got the 2 range she need, and the Sherry cannot be killed by McLean and Kayura because they both do magic damage with the troops. So like pulling the Sherry back was kind of strange. It's basically like eliminate the threat range of Sherry.
Yeah, especially it's the turn that he's decided to go in. He's using Elwin
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
You want your DBS
you want
to be
as many follow-ups as possible, but you have 2 units that's in the back. I think she's in range though, right? Don't you get 7 range? 2 more and then the staff,
with
right?
With her 3C.
So she's in range, but Sherry should have been in range. Yeah, it's not turn 3.
Did he go like 1 tile with Elwin?
Yeah, that's also a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the attacking on tree or grass is okay, but so if you're using capture, you want to move as many steps as possible.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't get a first try if you move 1 tile.
That as well. Yeah, you want to move 4 steps with that one. It would have done a little more damage. Should be a kill here. 1 life. I think if it's a side, that's a kill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the.
If Chris was damaged a little bit more from Elwin, it would probably force an action from his DPS to heal up Chris. Also, I think he dispelled the guards as well. So
yeah, that's a really high HP on Chris. Blood pack, I guess.
Blood pack, yeah. So he could actually set up for a tank kill this turn, and with because like with like double attack from Sherry and like 2 mage and Elwin, like definitely could have killed Chris this turn for sure. But he messed up on the range and the execution.
Um, I'm not sure about for sure because he does have. I mean, IVC heals as well. She heals, and then you have 3 heals pretty much. So
Or at least like
one life
disable
for
her guard.
sure, but
Since like you can at least set up to like erase the two tiles guard from Chris. So now the Sherry doesn't do anything. Like if you put Sherry like way back there, like, she just completely nullify.
it's kind of weird because he picked Sherry second. You want her to do
Yeah.
more.
Also, Sherry doesn't really care about any of these.
Yeah, because they're all magic,
Tasks.
except
Yeah, they're
for
all
this guy
magic.
though. Yeah.
No. His troop still does magic. So
Oh
like,
right, yeah. Well, I mean, McLean attacks first though, right?
mhm.
It's gonna kill off the angels. So I mean, I think McLean still kills her. That's probably why he has Sherry in the back.
You can put Sherry on the tree. You can definitely put Sherry on the tree and still survive. This is Scepter Sherry too, like very low attack.
新たな世界を創造するために
Yeah, either way, he could have planned out the attack better, right? Because I mean, what you ended up doing is just give up Elwyn for free, and now you don't really have.
Just no win con.
Yeah, there's no more win con left. Was the card disabled?
No, she still got one tile, but yeah, he
No,
dispelled
I mean
the
dispel the card.
yeah. He
two-range
dispelled
card.
the 2 range card.
Mm.
So like on that turn, if like all the DPS go in, like you can at least maybe take out someone because like Chris cannot guard like everyone.
Yeah, if he didn't use the shift position, he could have killed IBC. Was it necessary to use it too? Wasn't she already in guard range last turn?
He's probably afraid of McLean. McLean killing on her 1 life. Or kill the puppet.
He's gonna go for 1 life here. There's a scepter.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. This is just giving. Well, I guess he can stun the Chris. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is another thing like he could have done like.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like yeah, you look at the HP of Chris and you know she has
Blood
pack. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you could have done that like earlier and combined like comboing with Elwyn.
Yeah, he definitely could have planned that out better. Even with the picks he had, he definitely win conditions there. And unfortunately, that stuff's gonna run out this turn. Still gets to kill though. Yeah, he could have, especially because he had the around the shell range. That stunning the tank was also in his arsenal to make plays too. So
Yeah, even in bad bad band pick. Like if you can still like play calm and identify like what you can do. Like because most DPS right now can do a lot of things. Like you can still set up for certain thing against tanks and healers.
新たな世界を創造するため
Yeah, he just needed to plant the attacks better. Not throw away units one by one. And then I think he could have won.
突撃
It's not gonna kill.
Yeah, it doesn't kill the angels.
私強いんだから私を侮らないでほしいですわ 闇を砕く盾
Yes, so to summarize, I'm just gonna let the replays keep going, but it's pretty much over. Yeah, to summarize, just have to make sure
人権を崩せ
you plan your attack better so that you have all the follow-ups you have. Could have positioned better because all of your units they were not in danger, so there was no real reason to put them back, except for maybe throwing the show. And then I guess the third is
食らえ
instead of trying to tank plus, he could have planned out his attack with the Sherry Stone
これは必要なプロセ
and
ス
his long range units,
新たな世界を
the
創造する
Lucretia
ため
and then the Lucretia version too. So those are, I guess, 3 different things he
闇
could
を
have
砕
done.
く盾を真実の輝きを女神様の名において
Also definitely ban out the 2 tank on during the ban pick.
Yeah, I mean, Bempig we already talked about. I mean, he posted the review
想像する
to
ために
get some advice on what things he could have done differently.
人
So
権を崩せ私は女神に見捨てられたの正しい道を守り続けて私完璧ですわ
yeah, this is the boring part. Yeah, there's no way. Pretty tired. You want to do more or?
I'm fine with either. Like, or if you're tired, just go rest. We can do more tomorrow. I'll be free over the
Okay,
weekend.
so I think 50-50 did 1 game out of 2 for one of the guys. So let's just do 1 more game and call it after. So, this is game 2. Do you know these guys? Siri?
I do recognize TSdL. I think
Yeah.
I think I met him like once or twice in Apex.
What about Dragon's Rock?
I do recommend. I do recognize the name of Dragons, but I don't think I have met him on Apex. I probably saw him on someone's stream.
Yeah, the Dragon's Rock has an interesting box. It's like a mixture of AoE, a little bit aggressive, and single
Yeah.
target. Yeah, good amount of AoE actually. There's a Julian, there's Curtis, Cortez. Yeah, those are the units that you normally don't see, and Werner's kind of out of fashion right now. So it is interesting. He's trying to bust or have an answer for tank push, like a turtle box with Werner. and I think that's what his box is designed to do, with a little bit of assassin and then a little bit of AOE.
Yeah, TSdL bot is really aggressive. Like everyone is like DPS, like single target DPS with like good range.
Yeah, except for a couple units like
Yeah, but
the
he's
Ares number
basically
two.
enabler.
hmm But yeah, it is. There's a unit like Rosalia, which you normally don't see, and then there is the Alicia.
Yeah. Alicia is a really good unit in the current meta right now, but not many people uh, pull from her banner, I think.
Yeah, yeah, her AoE is pretty strong too. Yeah, her single target is
Yeah,
pretty useful.
she can kill Zerda too with
Yep.
one hit, and she has the speed buff to so she has a lot of good she has good utility.
hmm Yeah, and the LB ban first makes sense. He's all about full aggressive, no healers, no tank.
Yeah, the pretty good ban from Dragon. Like I'll probably ban the same too.
Yeah, I mean, Elham is really good on this map, and Wenham definitely. Player
Yeah,
one, Wenham is very strong.
yeah. The problem for Dragon, I think, is the Curtis and the painter and then Julian. They are both pretty bad as P2. Especially against this kind of team where they will get the jump first on you, so they will be like really low prior pick.
Yeah.
Polio pick makes sense. She speed boosts the entire team
Yeah,
basically.
kind of like a Luna. Um, yeah, Matthew, I'm not mad about that ban. Matthew is going to be annoying on this map, and then IBC. He's trying
Yeah,
to limit the mobility of S-Style.
those are okay. In my opinion, I think like the Elwyn is actually kind of dangerous.
Yeah, any long range unit is gonna be annoying here.
Elwyn
Like
and
Elwen,
Kagura, yeah, those are really dangerous.
what's their name?
Kagura.
Yeah, Kagura, and then even Rosalia is gonna be. I mean, any like long single target unit is gonna be annoying. So
Yeah.
IBC is kind of debatable. Matthew is understandable, in my opinion.
Yeah, Wenham is a good pick. Wenham is pretty good pick, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like a classic combo. When him jumps in, he's gonna be alive, or the sword's gonna be alive, so you have a second follow up with the Zerada, which is also very nice. Um, usually
Also,
better
like
as a player one.
yeah, Wenham is pretty good against polio and like people with a lot of quick revive passive like Lovina or the puppet against from Lucretia. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So no Sissy. I guess Sissy could cleanse the stun.
yeah, if you pick sissies, then if he bans sissies, probably gonna pick up a long range cavalry unit right now because
Yeah. There's a tank problem. There's act again player 2, also cleanse the AoE. So yeah, Sissy's a reasonable ban. The IBC,
I don't
I'm not
think
too
you need
sure
to.
if it's a good
Yeah,
ban or not.
even though there's a lot of like 3 moves units left, I don't think they need the IBC speed buff. Yeah,
So
Kagura is a really good.
yeah, Kagura's
Kagura
good.
basically like force you to put your unit like back 1 square because she can reach turn 1 if like especially as P1 if you get like good positioning.
Yeah, it's like a gamble. Go up or down. I guess you can put her in the middle as well. Um, and then try to pick off a unit. Also, it prevents like Wedham from positioning too forward as a player too. So that's good. Laviner ban, I'm not too sure if that was necessary.
Yeah, I'll probably ban Alicia or ban Rosalia. Or even like TJS is a good ban because she can follow up.
Yeah, this is gonna be an all-out single target like chess battle here. Very
Yeah, but the
strong.
problem with Dragon Bark is that like in this kind of trade game,
Mhm.
like units like Painter or Matthew or Julian are kind of bad. Even Werner is pretty bad because he needs like one turn to set up.
Mhm. Yeah, Werner's not that good. One turn setup, range is not too great. Julian's definitely.
Julian like depend on like order to go in first before he is online.
Mhm. Yeah, Painter's not the greatest pick here. But I mean, these three picks are really nice though.
Yeah,
C2, Wenham, and the L1,
Z2
they all work well
right.
together. So.
I'll probably ban the TJS there, or yeah, the TJS is probably a better ban.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to ban Wet Ham on, especially as a P2 Wet Ham. Yeah.
Yeah, both players trying to just limit the mobility. Yeah, he just picks pretty good. You can set up things now. So magic damage, long range. Pick off Jin easily.
So like from Dragon Box, like you have like a lot of units that just really bad against Trade War. Like you guarantee to get one of them because you load up like so many. and TSdL also have like a pseudo tanks. Like he can even make like he can make like pull out tanks if needed, or even like Gin can use his guard skill. So and he's P1. Oh, he goes all out for attack.
Alright, let's see. I think this is gonna be a fun match. Yeah.
This is like two newbies. The player, the two newbies.
Yeah, not their skill, right? He's talking about
Yeah,
the
like Jagger
player.
versus newbie. Like Jagger versus newbie is probably a better.
Newbie's a well-known Rush player. Okay. Pretty good play.
Okay, so one thing I think Dragon could have done, like if he was looking for a setup with TJS and Wet Ham, he should have moved Zerida to like later, like after Elwin, because the Elwin is actually not reaching anyone turn one.
I
Like
mean, Ellen has a pretty good range to limit the movement of your opponent, though, right?
yeah, but he has the teleport potential. So what I would do is that like you move, you save the Zerida to move, and then you go in with Wet Ham, and Zerida can follow up, and it's like gonna be a three versus 5 on turn 2 if you put like. Also, like it can mess up the act again of Gin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what happens here?
He
It's
put
an easy kill,
Runner
right?
in range. Yeah,
Yeah, it's defensive standby. It's infantry versus 2 cabs.
double cab.
Yeah, should be easy kill. The strike stance, right?
Yeah, stretch down. I don't think even if you
Yeah,
is like
it's still a kill, yeah.
matter.
Ooh. Would you go for Jin here?
I'll probably go for Gin here. It's just like one stack.
Mm-hmm. That's a kill? Yep.
Yeah, it's a kill. It's not transparent. It is still pretty okay for Dragon though, because like the Zerida has like an unlimited access to the other team now. He just need to kill the Kagura right now
Yeah.
to prevent TP from TP into.
So the best move He can't reach. So I guess you'll have to use
Elwin,
Elwin.
yeah, he has to use Elwin.
Yeah, you'll have to
He has
use
to-
Elwin here. Oh.
No,
So
no,
yeah,
no.
I mean, the reason you don't want to do this is because she has a
Because now
follow-up kill.
Kagura just kill, yeah.
No, she doesn't really kill. There's no extra life. Either way, that's the better play. Because you could.
Because like if you use Elwin to kill the Kagura, the worst you got is like T just teleporting in and kill one line, and pull out use AoE to kill the other
No,
line.
T just already used teleport. The
No, I mean the turn before. Like
here
I would use Elwin to kill
she used
Kagura.
teleport. So yeah, I mean the better move is use Elwin to kill
Yeah.
Kagura and then
Also, the TGS is passive disable, so even next turn when her teleport come back, she cannot act again. There's like really no reason to kill TGS right now.
yeah, and then Zerda can kill either Rosalia or TGS.
Yeah.
Because TGS is most likely gonna move away. And he doesn't have range attacks, so you only have Rosalia as a kill.
It was a really good Weham passive as well. Like Polio lost her revive and TGS lost her act again next turn. So I think Dragons should have won this game.
Yeah, it should be Dragon's one. These picks were better. It was just like a better bad pick. Let's see though. The stuns TGS?
Yeah.
No, Elwin.
Stun on Elwin is okay.
A passive disables, so kills. She can only reach Elwin.
No, she can reach TGS now because of
the tile. Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, he got turn bio too.
Pretty good, but this doesn't really do anything.
I think Dragon should still win, right? Like
Yeah, Dragon is easy one for Dragon.
Still Rosalia and Elwin will finish off the Kagura. I don't see how he lose here. Oh yeah, you have to kill Rosalia right now. You don't kill people who already move.
No, this is fine. It doesn't really matter. It's not like Rosalia can't do anything.
Now I think she can kill the first
Zerda?
life. Yeah.
I mean, even if you do though, it doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah. I don't see how he loses.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, I would be a lot more confident with the picks that Dragon's Rock had. He just had more, just better units, I think. It's just so late that I can't really think. But yeah, in general, I think his just units were a lot more coherent together. So it is Dragon's Rock's win. It's surprising though because the being player 2 and also his box wise, I don't think he should have got those. I don't think he should have got those units.
I thought that for that map he was like P1 he got like a better trade box, but he should have won that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's super late. I'm super tired, so let's go into the last thing. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. Feel free to upload any reviews, and our stream is gonna review them. Hope you guys enjoy TSdL. I'll see you guys next time.